Whoa! Not make a big screen. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is 12 Gauge. Welcome to 12 Gauge Investigative. This is my first live for 2025. Hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve. Just gonna show y'all we're straight from Bucky's. We just got some lunch, barbecue brisket, some chips, and some good stuff, man. Hope everybody's doing all right. My nephew's gonna be co-piloting this, so he's gonna make the screen bigger, and it's gonna be like the other day. We're heading on south I-35. All right, bro. Just yoga pants everywhere, my nigga.
Rondi said good morning.
Good morning. What's up? Pull up. It's noon here. 12:15. Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve. We did. Didn't really go and do much, but thankful now that we didn't go to New Orleans. We were going to go to New Orleans, but we did not. How many people watching? Just one?
Four.
Just Rondi?
No, there's four people in here.
Everybody.
PK said morning all. I woke up just in time.
Awesome, awesome. Introduce yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Already been on here. I'm Alex. His nephew.
We're on our way to Waco. We ain't coming out. If y'all were if y'all were following the David Koresh Branch Davidian story back in the 80s, I guess it was, took place in Waco. We're heading to San Antonio today, and then we're gonna do the League City, Texas killing field tomorrow. So I hope you guys are enjoying chilling with the best live stream on the YouTube streets, 12 Gauge Investigative. If you have any questions for Alex, be sure to type them in. He'll be letting me know what's going on. Anybody do anything special last night for New Year's Eve? Sound off. Anybody?
I remember there's a delay.
Yeah, kind of slow. Bucky's beat all over Texas. I think the furthest I've seen of Bucky's is Alabama. Do what?
PKG said they played games for a couple of hours last night.
Awesome. Y'all played games last night too, right?
Yep.
What y'all play last night?
A lot of the spinning wheel, had a couple of throwing games, stuff like that. I gave them.
Me and my friends, we just watched the football on the live screen, ate some chicken wings and French fries, and just sat there and caught up. Nothing real special, but it was good regardless. We got any viewers from Texas? Anybody here from Central Texas? Whitney, Corsicana, Waco, Apala. So if you drive in Texas on any of the interstates, whether it be 35 south, 35 north, 20 east or west, 10 east or west, you'll pretty much see the same thing. Like I was telling you the other day, you'll see gas stations, restaurants, all the stuff is off the interstate. So you can't help but, have easy access. You go and get you what you need and then hop back on the interstate and you're gone. I tried to go live in Buc-ee's and they didn't let you use your internet for some reason. Almost like they had a jammer or something in there. They're probably going to show you inside the Buc-ee's. But I guess I'll have to record it and show y'all some other time. Buc-ee's is like just one giant convenience store. With a lot of food, a lot of souvenirs, T-shirts, things like that. Are any of y'all in the chat fan of brisket or any kind of barbecue? Yeah. Yesterday afternoon, we ate some carne asada, some charro beans. We've been pretty eating pretty damn good this trip. Like, damn, gonna have to hit that gym hardcore. Light work. You a little sore today or what? Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. Y'all have any plans today on this New Year's Day? Y'all watching some bowl games, anything like that? Watching some football? If you're a Longhorns fan, the Longhorns are playing the Arizona State Sun Devils in the Peach Bowl. Hopefully we get that W. We'll keep going toward the national championship. It's been a good season regardless. These are pretty cool when you can just get on here and bullshit, talk about anything, you know what I mean? Not really talking about much. Tell them what you see. You see anything? Do what? Really? They need to. I was worried what happened last night. And just think we're going to go to New Orleans. I think the latest update they have 10 people killed, 20 people seriously injured. The driver deceased. I watched that a little bit this morning. Has anybody else heard anything about that case? It's anything different than what I just said?
Robbie said the rumor he was flying an ISIS flag on his truck.
Do we have any confirmation of the age or descent of the person? Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why people just want to hurt people, innocent people at that. Makes no sense.
He entered through Eagle Pass in Texas. Or Eagle Pass.
He came through Eagle Pass?
He entered through it.
Wow. That's not far from where we're going. I really don't understand why people want to hurt innocent people like that. I don't get it. Do you get it? Do you understand it? Huh?
Especially
No.
not randomly.
No.
He didn't even have a target. He was going for anybody.
Right. I refuse to live in fear, though. We could have packed up and went home after all that. But we're going to continue doing what we're going to do, regardless.
It's being called a terrorist attack, but the FBI won't confirm it.
I remember hearing that. I heard he got in a shootout with the police, shot two of them, and then I guess they shot him. I mean, semi-automatic gun or not, you're not going to win. How does your generation feel about guns and violence? Yeah. I mean, do they talk about it all the time? Is it romanticized? Is it glamorized? Or is it?
It's definitely glamorized.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mean, in your line of work, you can always see that children are more drawn to shooting than anything. It just
Yeah.
happens that they need to shoot.
What do you think, Sal?
Do you think that owning a gun in our generation, as like our age, is ever like people like
Like that's what they talk about. Yeah, that's what they talk about more than anything.
jump out the truck with an assault rifle to the back?
Yeah, it definitely could. I mean, because in my generation, it really wasn't. You know, everybody had a gun in their truck. They had shotguns in the headache rack area. You know, we had knives on our hips, stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Why do you think it's such a big deal? Do you think video games have a? I mean, I'm not anti-video games, but do you think that plays a role in it?
That's the video game. I play violent video games. I'm not a violent person.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be like for that.
Okay.
You know, like once you get listening to a song, you try to put yourself in that situation, and then probably just listen to that song on repeat. They want to be in that situation.
But I mean, we had some deadly rappers also. I mean, we had Tupac, Biggie, we had all those people. They even though they talked about all that, you know, what were the chances that they were really doing that? I mean, look at Diddy. He was talking about doing the most, but he was obviously doing the most in different ways, right? Do you think it? I mean, because the reason I'm asking y'all is because y'all are the eyes and ears of the today's generation. I mean, you're the heartbeat of it right now. Do you think that it's mostly the outcast kids that do this, or it's just all the way around? Like even the good kids, quote unquote good kids, want to have guns. I mean, just be honest. You're not snitching on nobody. You know what I mean by those kids that are kind of troubled?
Yeah.
Like, is it more them than the
I
kids?
guess it's more than, but then the quote unquote good kids see them with guns and them getting all the women and them doing all that. So it's quote unquote game hanging. And then it's just more interesting to the quote unquote good kids. Like the one kid. I'm not gonna say his name, but the name of the state is Chunky. Right name of the state.
Do any of the kids ever bring up? I mean, do any of the kids ever bring guns to school? Have you ever seen a gun at the school?
I remember hearing about a kid having a gun.
Yeah.
But that could just be like hearsay, like gossip.
Right.
I remember a kid bringing one to my sister's soccer game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you were saying the other day, you know, you hear gunshots so much it doesn't even really bother you anymore. Do you? That's sad, don't you think? That it doesn't even phase you to hear it. What do you think, Sal? Does it bother you to hear gunshots, or they're pretty normal? Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't look easy because they're not getting you. They're not gonna hit you. Not
Yeah.
hit you.
But I mean, you've shot my AR and you've shot the pistol. You know how not intending to shoot something next to you or at a distance can just fly off and hit something else, right? I mean, they're lucky it hasn't shot and killed an innocent kid or You know,
just happened in our town. You're lucky they didn't hit it.
yeah. I'm I'm not anti-guns. I'm not saying that I'm anti-guns because I have one. But like I said, you are the heartbeat, you are the ears. What do you think would make this change, if anything? Do you think anything would make it change? I mean, because you can't ban rap music,
You can't just ban guns.
right?
Just for protection.
But I mean, what would do you think people speaking about these people and letting the proper people know would help curb some of these drive-bys and stuff?
Some of the kids act like they don't care if they can.
Yeah. Do you believe that it's a do what?
The guy was Shamsid in Jamal, I don't know if I'm not he was 42.
Okay. So what did he ask?
No, that was Spanish.
Oh, it was 42. Or you can show the front now if you want. I mean, do you think that?
You said nothing. As long as a drug addict can give a pistol to a drug dealer, a kid will always go to a safe fire.
Yeah. I mean, because I've heard from these kids that they go to other towns, break into cars,
So that's
steal the guns, come back to our town, and sell them to the kids. I mean, you could probably get a decent gun for $100.
I always hear the kids are called
Yeah.
and that's how they get their weapons. They just scratch out the shit.
I mean, anytime that we want to place blame on anything, I mean, we have to also maintain that there are some parents that buy these kids guns. We can't be blinded by that fact. Like if a kid wanted a gun and the dad went into academy and bought the gun, gave it to the kid went and blew up the school. I mean,
Like that recently.
yeah,
He had EPX gun. His dad bought it for hunting. He knew the safe code. He knew how to get it.
yeah.
And then he went and did that to the school.
I mean, after a while, you have to hold accountability to the parent. I believe.
Yeah, didn't the guy get arrested?
I think so. But I mean, I believe that has to change also. You need to hold the family accountable, the parent accountable. But that's just my stance on it. I mean, I don't. Who am I? Who am I? What do y'all think, Chad? Do you think the parents should be held accountable? You think the parents should be arrested if they knew about the gun in the home? Because there's a lot of parents that are going to lie for their kids. We have them come into juvenile all the time, lying for their kids, lying about their whereabouts, lying whether they knew that there was a gun in the house or not. It's just it's a vicious cycle sometimes. And some families don't see anything wrong with having a gun.
You said everyone has the right to bear arms. Not everyone will have the money to buy a gun.
But they're still getting guns without money. You know, they're still getting guns without money. What would you do if you found out that one of your, let's say your little friend that you are talking about, he brought a gun to school? Would you go? Would you go tell it? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be shy.
Would you go tell it, Sal? Yeah.
He's not ready. I'm ready for me to go.
No, I'm tired of him hanging around me. So and so, if you're hearing this, your days are numbered, bro. I mean, I don't think the world is any much more dangerous than it was when I was growing up because we had a lot of drive-bys. We had a lot of stuff going on. It just didn't happen in the small towns where we lived. You know, it happened here and there, but it wasn't everywhere. It wasn't like every day, every other day, every weekend. It wasn't that. It's like these kids are 20 years too late. You know, they're catching up barely what people were doing in the early 90s in the bigger cities, you know? So, Church, what did you make for New Year's Eve? Did you make some cabbage and black-eyed peas? So, how many people are in the chat? Uh,
Sometimes in lag. Like yesterday was having 3 o'clock, but then like 5 people we have it in the chat.
right. It's crazy like that. It's crazy like that. I think StreamYard just kind of takes its damn time.
True said I have an AK-47, a Feather Light Smith, and a Ed Wesson, and a nice little mini Glock 38.
All right. Why don't you pin your address so we can go grab us some weapons? No,
But I only carry a knife and a pistol.
I mean, if I ever felt like my safety was in jeopardy, I would carry a pistol in my truck. But for some reason, I've never felt the need. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's ignorance. I don't know if that's being gullible. I don't know if that's being naive. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I should carry? Or do you think the world's still not that bad? What do you think, Alex?
I would carry on.
Huh?
Of age,
You would carry?
I would carry. I would
Why?
carry on him
Why?
to prevent stuff like what happened yesterday. I mean, that guy driving through there, you should.
But I mean, would it really have stopped him from killing those people if he would have shot him?
I mean, it probably would have stopped him from killing the last 2 guys for shooting him.
Yeah. But we've gone through that period of time in history where there was the Wild Wild West. You know what I mean? Everybody could carry, and people were shooting people just because of disagreements. I think today's notion is that if you have a gun, people are going to be less entitled to mess with you if they know you have a gun. Like if you don't have a gun, then you're an easier target for them than the people that have a gun, if that makes any sense. What do you think?
True said the block is a nighttime carry can have like a little beam on it.
Well, we're currently rolling through Waco. If you've ever been to Waco, Texas, it is not. Waco reminds me of Lubbock. Lubbock is very dingy and dark. Doesn't have a lot of real culture, a lot of areas to really feel like it's something great. It just I don't know. It just seems like it's a town on the interstate, and it was built around people that came here out from the bigger cities. But I mean, I'm not dissing Waco. It's not my favorite city. It's just different. Lubbock, on the other hand, really don't care for Lubbock. The LBK, I don't care for that. Show them the skyline of Waco. Off to the right there, you'll see the skyline. Like I said, it's nothing special, nothing really to write books about. I mean, this is the home of Baylor University, the Baylor Bearcats. I mean, the Baylor, what are they? The Baylor Bears. My bad. I don't know why I said Bearcats. The Baylor Bears, and they are in the Big 12 conference. A couple years, probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago, they had RG3. See, there's the stadium off to the left. Show it. Show the stadium, bro. That is Baylor's new stadium, McLean Stadium. Once RG3 was here, they won a lot of games, and they brought a lot of attention to the town, so they were able to build a new stadium for the team. Up until then, it really wasn't on the map. I mean, it was just blah, blah, blah kind of city.
She said, Gage, if you ever watch Miss Now, Joe Rogan, you need to. I've been laughing all morning.
If what?
If you ever watch Miss Pat on Joe Rogan, you need to.
On Joe Rogan? No, I haven't watched Joe Rogan. Disappointing. Here's In-N-Out Burger. I really don't like that place right there, Freddy's. They have those really thin French fries. They're thinner than McDonald's and Whataburger. They're little. We're rolling through Waco or Waco. We ain't coming out. You know that video that I did the other day when we were doing the live stream? It had limited, like, like they limit your ad response. You know? Yeah, like we weren't really talking about anything bad that I saw, and yeah, I mean, I don't really understand how that happened, but they limited. Yeah, we're talking about weapons. This one probably will, or it might not. Who knows? Sometimes they fly under the radar. But I refuse to say pew pew and all that other dumb shit that they want you to say.
Jim said, hello, everybody in the truck. Hello, Gage. Hope everybody's ready to end the year.
Hey, Jim, how's it going, buddy? Hope you had a good New Year's Eve. Now, this town would have some trap houses.
Mid chat, not trap.
Hey, this town would have some traps. We could roll around and go check out some traps. What do y'all think about the hood we were rolling in the last couple of days?
Oh,
Huh? The 3-story homes were hella hood.
Never seen it so bad out here.
Pull up. Lake Waco. You know what we do here in Texas? A lot of times is we hit the lakes. Get you a good boat, go fishing, go water skiing, or just go chill on the lake during the summer. During the winter, there's not, I mean, if you're not a hunter, if you don't hunt deer or quail or anything like that, turkey, whatever, there's really not much to do. We just passed the Top Flight golf range. I remember seeing on YouTube where this lady fell off the top flight. She was like hitting the ball and she fell. What's popping off in the chat, y'all?
It said agent, I just, Avon,
Do we have any medical staff in the chat? Anybody work in the hospitals? Anybody ever been in the medical field? Any clinicians in the chat? Anybody ever been a therapist, worked in law enforcement, or anything like that? How do you think my driving is? You think my driving is all right? Yeah.
better than it was in Alabama.
Oh, yeah?
Still working on
Bro, I've been trying to make it better for y'all. You know what I mean? It wasn't that bad in Alabama, bro. Those Alabama folks like to slam on their brakes, though.
Yeah, it's there, not you, man.
Oh, got me.
She said I had to take my mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Ooh,
Old made this. Made a cheese ruin everything.
damn. I don't never eat anything special for New Year's Eve. Never have. I mean, I know a lot of people eat black eyed peas and cabbage or whatever. I've had that. I mean, but I don't really like make it a tradition or anything.
Jen said I'm a certified CPR on Thursday for about 40 years.
Awesome.
I'm welcome to people.
Yeah, I am too.
She had to give me a hospital.
Yeah, I've had to give somebody that before.
I almost choked it out of my ear.
Bro, check this out. Remember when I used to live next door? I took one of those emergency pills. Like they come in a little thing and they're about that big around. Well, I swallowed it. You're supposed to crumple them up, right? I swallowed it whole. It lodged in my throat, and I couldn't swallow. I couldn't spit it out. It was just stuck, and there was nobody. I was panicking, and I was like, "What the hell am I gonna do?" I'm all hitting myself in the chest. What I did is like I got against the couch, and I like pushed myself into the couch real hard, and I was freaking out. So you choked on fajita?
Yeah.
What?
And I started choking, and obviously I couldn't say anything.
Right.
Dying. And I just like looked at my mom, and I was like choking, and she just stared back at me because I wanted to go talk to her.
Right.
Trying to talk while doing this while I choked. And I was just standing there choking.
Wow.
And she's like, "What do you want?" And then my dad's just like, "Kimber." And then yeah, she said,
Well, you know what the universal sign is, right?
"Yeah, she told you that."
Yes.
I forgot. I was panicking. I couldn't breathe.
I know. That's the last thing you want to do is just grab your neck. Hey, I'm choking.
Yeah, no, I was just standing there. I
Because you're like, I'm about to pass out.
You asked my mom, I just stood there and stared at her. I was just coughing and choking.
Wow. I could see your dad jumping into.
Now she's just sitting there like, what do you want
I
to
wonder what he wants. He's just staring at me. You going to tell me a story? What? How old were you?
How about
11 or 12. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. And you freaked out?
Well, I just stood there. I freaked out a little bit after.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened?
You ever choked, Sal? Yeah.
Tortilla and something else.
A tortilla, bro? How'd that happen?
Sweet fajitas.
Yeah.
We make it like beans and rice.
Oh, okay.
I make like a big burrito.
Yeah.
Fajitas, beans, rice, sour cream, cheese, all that. And then I put too much tortilla in the front, and when I toast the tortilla, I put some salt in it.
Oh, bro.
Also, took out baby. I was like, how to get hairless. You ever heard that story?
Yeah.
Swallowed it. Obviously, I didn't know anything was wrong. My mom didn't know that she let me out of the She always checked everything. Still does. Then she checked everything the whole night. And she thought it sounded weird. So she called him. It turns out a kidney lost.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You cheated death twice, both of y'all. You know what I usually choke on is like when a piece of meat has a little bit of fat on it, like you eat a steak or something, has a little bit of fat on it. That fat always chokes me up, man. I gotta make sure I like cut that off or chew it down pretty good.
Jim said, my mom always puts cabbage in ham. Drew said, I'm fine eating greens and beans. Drew said, I used to make a beef, corned beef, and hash until my daddy died of bad cow disease. I don't eat beef anymore.
Oh damn!
Drew
Sorry
said,
to hear that.
corned beef and cabbage is good too.
Mad cow, I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I've heard of it, but I didn't know it was real.
Drew said, the only thing I can't want to drink a cup of that if you want to, but if you ever get some juice or green or cabbage.
Do any of y'all about now? Can y'all hear me now?
Let me see.
Y'all hear me now?
Ronnie said yes. They can hear us now.
What's cracking? Any of y'all got any New Year's resolutions you're going to start today? I didn't make any resolutions. You?
Just get stronger.
What's your goal?
Yeah.
What's your goal?
Get stronger.
215.
215.
215. What do you get? The bag.
Get the bag. Chase the bag.
Texas isn't really a lot of great scenery and just a long drive from here to there. This orange Camaro right here, I used to have one just like it. We got torn out. That thing was on the batty.
Rondi asked what the speed limit is here.
75.
75.
80 if you're 12 gauge.
80 if you're 12 gauge.
You notice we do have sunshine going on, but it's like 48 degrees outside. I don't know what it's like around your area. People got you like you're standing still. See, passing me on the right hand side, that's illegal. I know. It's illegal to pass on the right side. I'm doing almost 80, they're still doing nothing. They just don't give a fuck.
Jim said my last New Year's resolution was to make no more New Year's resolutions.
Good. I mean, I'm a believer that you should change yourself every day. So, I mean, to stick to something just once a year doesn't make sense. Any truck drivers in the chat? Anybody ever drove a truck? Any truck driver stories? I've had quite a few truck driver friends. As easy as you think that job is, the way they describe it, it's not easy at all. You just don't drive from time to time. You have all kinds of stuff going on. Look,
That could have been you. You could have been in the
that's how I
community.
used to drive it. Well, you could be going 95, it felt like you're going 40. And those double exhausts. What's the chat talking about, bro?
Jim said so you can actually drive 80. True said you can do 90 in Birmingham. And then Rondi said 12 will drive 80.
12 and what?
12 will drive 80.
Tell the story, bro. I'm kind of knocked out for now.
Yeah.
Sal, tell the story, bro.
It's hard to just like tell a story on the spot.
I think just say like you're talking to stuff.
I don't want to get you banned. Oh, that's a good question. What is everyone's dream car or vehicle? That's a good question.
Good question, Sal.
Mine, y'all already know it. It's a Mustang. Give me any year, any Mustang. I prefer the older ones, but I do with a new one.
All I used to have was cars. This is the first truck I've ever really owned. And now I can't see myself going back to a car. I love it. I love driving a truck. I mean, I'd probably get the Camaro again. I love that car. But being so low to the ground, I mean, I was that way for a lot of years in my other car. Kind of trippy, man.
True said 4x4 F-150 with a Whipple supercharger.
We know where we can get you one of those.
I know a guy who starts it.
Yeah. He'll even deliver it for the right price. What's your dream car, Sal?
Sal said a McLaren P1.
I don't want a dream car. I want a chauffeur.
68 Mustang, Rondi, W.
What? 68 months?
1968 Mustang. True said or a Trackhawk.
I thought you wanted a motorcycle.
Yeah, I said or vehicle.
Oh,
Look at that. That's the 68.
that's the Mustang?
Yeah.
68?
Yeah. That's going on. It's in my notes. I want either a 68 or 86. I dropped it. Hold up.
1928 Ford.
PKC said, I used to want a Mustang convertible. It isn't practical for me though. Now it would be a newer Ford F350.
There you go. That's 350. We know somebody can get you one.
Yeah, I know somebody.
Yeah. What color? We got one on the lot for you. If we don't have it, we'll find it.
Yeah, he can get on order.
Yeah, and deliver it.
Jim said 50 Mercury.
Okay. Ours are just so freaking expensive. Those trucks are like $90,000 to $100,000.
I know.
350s?
Yeah.
I know they're at least 100,000.
PKC said my current one is a 2000, has about 230,000 miles on it.
Okay.
Jim said or a 62 Plymouth Fury.
want to partner with Jordan. My first car, I had it on for like 5 minutes. I hit a dip as I was pulling down the parking lot. Hit a dip. It busted the oil pan on the oil drained out. Blew the engine. That was it. I had it for 5 minutes, bro.
Juice said, life would be just perfect if I had a 1,000 square foot home on a lake, 10 by 12 greenhouse, ZX250RR Kawasaki race ready crotch rocket, a John boat, a 4x4 F-150 with a Whipple supercharger, and medical insurance.
We'll get right on that, Truth. I know who can sell you the Ford vehicles.
Yeah, I know a guy who works at Ford.
Yeah. And we know a service person too if you ever have any problems with them. You talk, you text, you crash. My girlfriend wanted me to have a 350. Those things are huge, man. But she drove that thing like it was nothing. But even the F-150s have they're pretty good with power.
Yeah. That has that 250.
Yeah.
That thing's big. I've driven it. Or drove it. Driven it. Whatever. I've used it.
What was this Beamer right here? This is my Beamer. I wanted a BMW so bad at a point in my life. But I don't know. I just kind of outgrew that.
She said I would not own anything BMW. Shaking my head.
I mean, that's what I heard. It's like they're nice and all, but if they break down, it's like a lot of people can't work on them. Yeah, and like the parts are expensive, right? What's this in front of us? A Miata?
I don't know.
Not a Miata?
I don't know. I mean,
My boss had one, and the engine and everything were in the trunk.
dang,
Like,
your
there
boss
was
that
nothing-
kind of rich?
Huh?
Your boss that kind of rich? The engine in the
It
trunk?
was in the trunk. It wasn't
Ooh.
you'd open the hood, there was nothing there.
Yeah, that's the front trunk.
Huh?
You ain't never heard of a front trunk? Bro.
No, but this one is the one that got in.
Calm little rich boss.
You know, she was banking like that. She owned the company.
Jim said I currently drive a 1996 Buick LeSabre when I can keep it on the road. Drew said I have two patients that said it was the worst mistake of their lives buying Beamers.
That's what I heard too. Like they're the same thing with Mercedes. I mean, they're the kind of vehicles most people want, but they're hard to work on. What'd you say, Sal? Yeah. We go, bro. Give us some knowledge. Sal can work on vehicles, he's a mechanic. Pretty much. I learned yesterday he can hot wire a car. So if anybody needs a car hot wire, I got your boy right here.
after like 12, you're really not gonna get dismonetized, bro. We're talking about that's a Mercedes.
That's okay, too. Dang, you do it, Sal? Just off
That's
the
the
bat.
rental.
I know that. Even that little old lady was crushed up in there.
That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing. I can't just bid in any damn car. Do a law like this. If you're a big guy or a big girl, what I would say, do not get a car that's low to the ground. Because dress pants rip really easily trying to get out of that bad boy. I've ripped more than one pant trying to get out of that thing. But right now, I'm kicking my ass off all over I-35. There's a cell tower right there. But that doesn't mean that's the cell tower I'm pinging to. I could be pinging to one 20 miles away. We're still running.
Yes, we are. Rondi said, Jim, I had a Lost Saber, and it was like driving an airplane.
Yeah. I mean, newer is not always better, man. You know what I mean? It looks nicer at the bells and whistles, but it's not always better.
Yeah. Jim said, yeah, it is kind of like gliding on the air.
Would you take a thing and fill with pink? Like a little bit, but yeah, like a pink racer.
Yeah, I'd paint it. I'd get my money up and I'll
No,
repaint.
if I said you can't paint it, you gotta drive it pink.
I'm driving a pink. Yep.
You rolling in it with them? Now that's a friend right there. That's a friend right there. We're rolling together, bro. It's pink. I don't care. Any of y'all have a Rubicon or ever owned a Rubicon, a Jeep? I wanted one of those so bad in a period of my life. But I heard a Jeep is a rough ride. Man, this Beamer will get out of the way.
Let's probably head to the mechanics.
I'm about to blast him, bro. Just hit my turbo.
Imagine having
Nitro.
it playing on the arcade. Just
Yeah, I wanted a Rubicon. I wanted a whole black on black with the lights and everything, LED lights.
I would also get like one of the Mustang SUVs, black it all out, tint the windows.
Yeah, those are nice too. You could be my driver, bro.
Huh?
I gotta see how you drive first. I don't know about sitting in the back seat with you driving. That's a lot of trust right there.
Oh man. Dad let me drive his brand new F-250.
You'd be like, you're all right. All right, 12.
And then you could be filming in the back.
Yeah.
I could just drive. We'd switch roles. Be your own cameraman. I'll just be the caddy.
That's why I thought Jelly would get to it. Jelly doesn't even want to drive.
Or Savage. Drive.
Like, drive. I forgot my mind.
I don't care.
Right.
I'm gonna get pulled over anyways.
Well, she said, I forgot my license.
Oh.
What is it?
MK Body.
There's not 5 people in there?
Yep. Why is this playing music? Your phone. Yeah. There you go.
Music, I just
No, it's not.
damn, my watch is giving me alerts. Deep walkthrough. See, right now I'd be walking through DAP. Holding up.
True said I would probably never use that Whipple supercharger, but a sleeper truck would be nice just in case someone got cocky.
You got a heavy foot, Truce? Got a lot of tickets? I know I had a lot of points on my driver's license for a while. I bet Rondi has a lot of tickets. Her PKC. There's a Jeep in the trailer.
True said I haven't had a ticket in 15 years. Rondi said none.
None? Damn. I have at least 15.
When's the last time you got a ticket?
2017, I think.
$15 tickets.
Uh-huh.
15 tickets. Golly.
Yeah.
Rondi said I've gotten stopped, but never a ticket.
You women get out of those tickets.
Smooth talker.
All y'all got to do is show some skin. And like, hi, Mr. Officer, what was I doing?
I don't know how this old speedometer works.
Right. I was putting on my makeup. I wasn't meeting the speed.
I just got these new boots. They're heavy.
Right.
PKC said I've gotten 2 tickets in the last 15 years. One for speeding. I have gotten a lot of warnings though.
That little kid has electric break.
Yeah, I've gotten some warnings in the past
Oh,
2 months. I mean, got warnings, but
Rondi said, "You bet."
I know.
And then Rondi said, 12. What?
Man, this weather's weird. It's like, it's hot, but it's cold outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't make no damn sense. It's not that, but it's cold.
Jim said I've never gotten a ticket on the road. They pull me over, I go straight to jail. Years
Damn.
ago, DWIs.
Damn, Jim. They say you're coming with us. My boy.
True said bread, eggs. I pulled up to her spot to run that stuff to the door. Cop pulled up, going to write me a ticket. I pulled off and drove 30 miles per hour all the way home, and he had his lights on. Drew said when I turned on my street, he just kept going.
Yeah, lucky.
Drew said I told him my car wasn't parked. The gear shift wasn't even in park.
What's the weirdest excuse you've ever used to get out of a ticket? I got pulled over for speeding. I told the cop, hey, these are brand new tires. They're gripping a lot better than the old ones. So I was not aware that I was going so fast. He still gave me a ticket. That's lame, bro. Think of something better. It'd be hard to be a cop these days, man.
For everyone want to shoot.
Yeah. I mean, just think rolling up to somebody speeding and you got every right to pull them over, but you don't know what's in that vehicle.
Yeah, there was this video I saw, and the cop pulled this guy over. It was literally for speeding. Didn't know that he had a warrant, right? And he went to go run his ID, right?
Yeah.
And on his way back to the car, the guy jumps out of his car with an AR and just starts shooting at the cop.
I mean, that's a lot of them. A lot of them run and it's like, why'd you run? I had a warrant. Okay, so go to jail, bond out, you're free.
True said, I never try to make excuses because they don't want to hear that crap anyways. I just tell them I'm sorry and stay respectful. Rondi said, I always start out with the, you're right, I'm sorry.
I mean, cops do give you a lecture, man. That's annoying as shit. It's like, I don't like that part of it. I agree with you. I don't like getting a lecture from anyone, but when they start telling you, well, you should do this and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, either give me a ticket or give me a warning. Let me just go. You're just messing with my time right now. Yeah, there's a lot of videos where I've seen some where the cop was given a ticket and like this car just sideswiped and barely missed the cop. You seen those videos?
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, bro.
Jim said, I've had 3 DWIs, only 2 on my record. Play prosecutor 1,000 to get out of that third one.
I know in Texas they take your license for a year. The first one's 6 months, the second one's a year. Is that the same where you live at, Jim? I don't know. It's lucky I didn't get pulled over. Got a DWI.
Drew said, well, most of them are fishing to find drugs and stuff. Most of the time, they won't give a legit person a ticket if they don't suspect you of anything else besides a traffic infraction.
I mean, but you don't know. You pull somebody over, you're like, you see them moving around and shit. You're just like, oh man, I put my hand on my hip real quick. And we're about to shoot it out. I said, there's 4 of them in the car. And they have this suspicious looking marijuana smoke flowing out the back. People just don't give a shit about smoking weed in public now. You walk into a big old cloud of smoke, huh?
Jim said he paid the prosecutor $1,000 to get out of the third DWI.
Oh, God. Yeah, the third one's not a good one, usually. Not a good deal. Over this drive already.
I know we still got like 2 hours.
Sorry, you want to drive? I bet you can drive, can't you? He's like, didn't you see me driving that truck yesterday in that game? I got you.
Anyone could drive.
I got you. I can just see my truck doing that too. Now we're about to jump this hill.
Hey, pop that ramp.
Right?
My dad let me drive this.
Yeah. That's a pretty good drive.
Is that because he was tired?
Yeah.
So he just slept in the back of the line.
Does it make you nervous when cars get too close to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. The like I rarely ever
You
drive.
want to do like a video game, huh? Boom.
I rarely ever drive, but I never get scared. Like I never get worried.
I always get like real excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you got a Christmas gift you really want it for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm cool with everything on the interstate or the road. I just don't like those concrete barriers, especially when they're really close to each other. Like they got you like this far. Not a good thing.
Jim said I got pulled over once doing 140 by a state trooper who gave me a verbal warning.
God, man.
How'd you talk your way out of that one?
Right? Usually you go over 20 miles over the speed limit, you're going to jail.
It's like, I dropped a brick on the gas pedal.
Right?
I couldn't pick it up.
You know, my gas pedal got stuck.
PKC said, "Wow, Jim, the best I got was a warning for doing 85 and a 55."
I got warnings, I got tickets.
And you still be speaking.
I had one ask me, where's the fire at? What do you mean? At your house, and your wife started it.
She's just been like, "Oh, it's over at my brother's house. His house caught on fire. I'm speeding over there.
So where's the fire?
Just find a burning house."
In your wife's pants, and everybody's got it.
Jim said, "I lost my license twice. The third time, nothing happened at all because I paid the prosecutor $1,000, let it ride in his hand, and walked away."
Did you still drive without a license, Jim? Be honest.
PKC said he told me if it was a ticket, it would be reckless driving versus speeding.
Oh, wow.
That's what, PKC said.
I mean, going that fast, it's hard to control the car. You hit a pebble, it's a wrap. I mean, I got my Camaro up to 140, and it was just too much. Felt like you were just gliding on the road.
Okay.
Turn around.
Just say, hey, we'll be back. We'll be back later. Have a good